I just got approved for $80,000 from Brex. No personal guarantee, EIN only, and zero impact on my personal credit report. And today I'm going to show you exactly how I got there and the step-by-step path to get you there as well. But I want to be straight with you right now. If you're just starting out, you probably won't be able to walk in and get this card today. And if anyone out there is telling you otherwise, they're probably setting you up for failure. And that's what I don't want for you. So what I want you to do is go grab your pen and paper. And without further ado, let's dive in. All right, ladies and gents, business owners, really listen up to what I'm about to say, because I applied for Brex just to really prove a point. All right, I'm really not going to use this card. Really, I just wanted to show it for, YouTube purposes. Most people see the card like Brex and they think, yeah, no personal guarantee, EIN only, let me go apply. Hold your horses, cowboy. I want to give you a disclaimer. If you go and apply for Brex with a brand new LLC and no business credit history, no revenue, you will get denied. And this is exactly why. Brex isn't just looking at your EIN, okay? Your EIN doesn't really mean anything to anybody. Your EIN is just an identification number. It's like your social security number for your business. And having it for your credit sometimes really doesn't mean too much to anybody. What Brex is looking for, they're looking at your actual credit file, business credit file. They're looking at the full story. Do you have trade lines reporting? What is your paydex score? Do you have an account with Experian Business? Do you have over $50,000 sitting in a US bank account? They're not just looking at the score, they're looking at what your entire business credit file is telling them. It's the narrative, okay? And that's kind of where everything is shifting to. And if the file is empty, then it doesn't mean anything. So to be approved for Brex, here's exactly what you need: a registered LLC or S Corp or C Corporation. And probably you could do a limited partnership LLC, but you can't do no sole proprietors. At least at minimum $50,000 sitting in a business bank account and a VC backing. And you need to maintain a minimum of $25,000 in that account to keep the credit line active. And when those boxes are checked, the credit limits are 10 to 20 times higher than what traditional cards offer. My approval came into over around $80,000, and some businesses qualify for up to $200,000. I didn't attach my main bank account to it. I just attached one of the bank accounts to it just to see what I would get. And then I got $80,000. Now, I have to stop you right here and give you a piece of breaking news. Capital One just acquired Brex for five point something million dollar or $1 billion. I think it was like 5.1, something like that. Like $5.2 billion in a hostile takeover. The deal was announced January 2026, and it closes sometime in the middle of the year. I don't think it gave it a time. Fact check me. So right now the requirements haven't changed, but trust me, once the acquisition closes, we don't know what's going to shift. So if you're building towards Brex, you need to move now, because in making this video, everything could be entirely different when Capital One takes over. Now, here's the question. What do you do if you don't have $50,000 sitting in an account or $25,000 or anything like that? What's your next move right now today? So that's where these 3 cards come in, where it's really going to help you. Now, pay attention here, because this is going to be a powerful card that you can use, and most people sometimes overlook, because they're trying to build towards no PG funding. The Chase Inc. Business Unlimited. It was one of my first ever business credit cards. And here's what people... This is what people get completely. Let me just be transparent with you. All right, this card does use your personal credit score, okay, as a safety net, meaning a PG. And I want to be clear on this. That's intentional. It's a bridge card. Its job is to give you purchasing power while accessing a business credit file or business credit line as a back end. Okay, and when I say business credit line, I'm still talking about the credit card. I'm not talking about the business line of credit. So here's what you need to qualify for: a personal credit score of 700 or higher, and no negatives on your file, and try not to have no recent inquiries in the past, I would say 30 days. All right, that's surface level. And here's something that a lot of people don't know. You can qualify for this card as a sole proprietor. So if you have a side hustle, a gig, income, freelancing, or anything like that, you can qualify for this business. You can eye this Chase credit card without even forming an LLC. Now, let me go ahead and give you some numbers. Now, it has no annual fee. It's literally zero. and you have 0% APR for the first 12 months. So the introductory period for a full year, you have no interest while you're in invest mode. After that, the variable does change, but it's definitely worth it. The starting limits can get you from $5 all the way to $25,000 or even 50, depending on how you structure your stuff. If you work with me, I try to get you 50, 60, 75, even $100,000 just starting out. And the welcome bonuses, if you're into that, in the making of this video, is $750 cash back when you spend $6,000 in the first 3 months. And if you're a savvy business owner and you know that you're really going to be using this, you know $6,000 in 90 days is going to be literally nothing to you. Now, think about, again, what you could do with that 0 APR and think about what that actually means for you. You're getting access to $10, $15, even $20,000 in business purchasing power at 0 interest for a full year. The key is how to use this card. Keep your utilization low, pay it under 30%, pay it on time every single month, and let it do its job while phase 1 and phase 2 pretty much do theirs. This is your bridge, okay? And you can use it as the foundation under it. I'm telling you right now. If you use all this correctly, and even though you have the PG, I promise you this is gonna help. This is what helped a lot of people really get to that next level when it came to really scaling their business. Think what you can do with $25,000. Here's another thing that most people miss. The sequence. Pretty much the sequence, all right? Phase 1, when you're in build mode, you're establishing your business credit file. So if you need to start really reporting things to your business credits from DMB, Experian Business, even the small business SBFE, if you're trying to get an SBA loan. All right, you really need to build these by utilizing trade lines from all these other type of places like gas places, Staples, you name it. Phase 2 is when you're gonna graduate. Once that file exists, once all banks really can see that the business credit, pretty much when they can see the business credit narrative, now you can flip to no PG cards. All right, that's when the business can stand on its own, is generating $4 to $10 million in revenue every single year. They don't need you to be a safety net. The business is its own safety net. Phase 1, I'm gonna tell you card number 2, but it's really card number 1 because you're building out phase 1, but just stay with me, okay? So the first card is gonna be Nav Prime MasterCard. And here's why I'm starting here. Nav Prime is the most accessible business credit builder available right now. No personal credit check, pretty much ever. No personal guarantee and no security deposits in the making of this video. And here's how it works. You sign up for Nav Prime membership. It runs about $49 a month. And as part of the membership, you get access to the Nav Prime MasterCard. And you'll need to open, of course, a Nav business checking account and link the repayment bank account links, okay? So anytime that you have to make a payment, it'll go from that bank account. The credit limit on Nav is actually dynamic. It updates daily, okay? And it's tied to your balance linked to your bank account. All right, so the more you keep in there, the higher your purchasing power. So if you only got $200 in there, guess what you're, yeah, exactly. But here's where it makes a lot of sense, and it's actually important. Because this is another part that people overlook. Nav Prime reports Experian Business and also to the SBFE. So that means that every purchase that you make, especially on time, is actually going directly to the business credit bureaus, and it's going to make your file look even better. Okay, now when your file looks good, now you can move into phase 2, which is, of course, and also building up your business as well. That's when you can move to phase 2, where we're talking about Brex and all these other accounts. So this is where your limits get real. I would say BILL Divvy has no personal guarantee as well. A lot of us have heard of it. And here's something that a lot of people don't know. There's no credit reporting impact when you apply. And it's not a hard pull to your personal credit. So you're not burning your personal credit score just to see if you qualify. To get approved, you need to legally form a U.S. business, okay? Your LLC needs to be set up and at least $20,000 in your business bank account. They will connect using Plaid to see if it's really there, so you can't lie. And then on the business side, if you're looking for a business credit score, range of 670 and above, all right, that's pretty much what they're looking for. Which means by the time you apply for BILL Divvy, you know, your Nav Prime should already be established, should already be reporting for a few months, and now things get kind of interesting. The credit limit range on BILL Divvy can go from $1,000 all the way up to $5 million. And again, you're not walking in with a new business getting $5 million. Please understand that. But this card does scale. The more consistent you are with on-time payments, the more the limit grows. And this is going to be another bridge from just getting you started to ready in phase 2. You see where I'm getting with this? Now, if you're watching this and you personally want help when it comes to your business funding strategy, then what I want you to do is click the link below right now to sign up for a capital consultation. Because if you're looking for $50,000 to $300,000 in capital, but you want to do it correctly with the right data points and also the right banking connections, then this program is going to be perfect for you. This whole system is mapped out from A to Z to make sure that you get the outcome that you're looking for so you can start and scale your business. Again, click the link down below to sign up for that capital consultation. But enough about that. Let's continue to get into the next phase. Now, in this phase, we're talking about, like I said earlier, ramp. This is a different card entirely. No personal guarantee, no personal check whatsoever. But when it comes to it, the personal credit score is not a part of the process. But you don't want to walk in here with a 400 credit score either. They will kind of soft pull it. To qualify for ramp, you do need a registered LLC or a corporation. Sole proprietors are not qualified here at all. You need at least, again, $25,000 in a U.S. bank account. And that's where the underwriting, kind of really starts from there. So your business cash flow, and not your personal credit history. With ramp, it starts you at $10,000 as a baseline while they run a debit check, meaning that it's going to be a small process. After that, the limit scales based off your business financials. Okay. So that means that, of course, ramp does advertise at least 30 times the limit of what traditional cards offer. And the approval time, from what the rep told me, it takes about 48 hours on average. There's no annual fee, and it's 1.5% cash back for everybody that cares about that. Now, here's the shift that I want you to feel in this moment. You're not signing personally. You're not putting your name on the dotted line. You're not personally guaranteeing anything. The business has the credit file. The business has the cash. The business is getting the credit. That shift from PG to no PG. And that's, what you've been building towards since card number 1. And then you're back where we started, Brex, okay? So the card that I opened, with this video, $80,000 approval, no personal guarantee, zero impact on my personal credit. By the time you reach Brex in the sequence, your business has a real credit file and your trade lines, payday score, you name it, all right? And Brex does, look at the story, and it does say yes. To recap, again, the LLC, you need $50,000 or more in the business bank account, investor backing, $25,000 minimum to keep the card active. No personal guarantee, moving forward, Capital One about to get them, yada, yada, 5.5, blah, 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 blah. But most people who watch this video that are trying to build it on their own, some of you will get there, but some of you I've seen happen. You do this over and over. People try to do this without a clear system, and it takes 12 to 18 months with barely anything happen, any improvement. And sometimes it could take you even longer just by doing this, by listening to this video, my video, and anybody else, and you're trying to come up with your own conclusion. They don't know specifically what lenders are looking for when it comes to the paydex score. They just see 85 and just go forward from there. They don't know how to position their business bank account before they walk up to Rex or even Ramp's application status. They just think, I got 50K in there. I'm gonna cash advance some money and just put it in the account so I get no PG. That's not how it works, okay? And see, that is why I built the Everhart Capital funding program. Okay, and this is why we built this 90-day system, to make sure that your personal credit is where it needs to be. We also make sure that we optimize it. Business entity structuring is low risk and it's actually available and ready for business capital, because people don't understand that is important. And we make sure that we give you our updated business data points and banking connections. So when we go for funding for you and with you, you actually get the $50,000 to $300,000 in business capital by utilizing Chase, Wells Fargo, the credit unions in your backyard, because we do data point research on those, PNC, all of these banks. And you're looking at getting, again, this high amounts of capital to either start or scale your business within 60 to 90 days. Now, I just want to give you a disclaimer right here. Everybody's situation is different, because if they want more than one, sequence, or more than one strategy, they're trying to go for as much funding as they can, then of course it's going to take over 90 days. We got to wipe inquiries, etc. But we walk with you, we hold your hand throughout this whole process, and we make sure that you get funded or the funding that you need. I want to thank you guys for stopping by. I really hope this puts you in perspective, and I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not using that Brex card. It was just for research purposes. I'm telling you. But I want to thank you guys for stopping by, and until next time, ladies and gents.